Shalom. I want to begin first and foremost, giving all praises to the Heavenly Father Yahweh and His only begotten Son Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jehovah and Jesus. The name of the Father being Yahweh, meaning He exists, and the name of the Son being Yahweh Shai, meaning He delivers. I want to give all praises in the ancient Hebrew tongue while facing the east towards Jerusalem. Call halal, la, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwatash, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, the water. Yahweh Bashem Shai Bashem Rakakwatash. Double honors to the apostles, to the elders of Yasharala, Greatmillstone. Shalom to the 144,000 and the elect of the nation of Israel, who are today the descendants of the slaves identified as the so-called African Americans, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans. My name is Maka'ala, and today I want to talk about sudden death. I'm not talking about no tiebreaker. Nah. This is the judgment of the Lord. All right, Ecclesiastes 9 verse 12. For man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in a snare. So are the sons of men snared in an evil time, when it falleth suddenly upon them. Okay, so the Lord could bring that death at any moment, man. So you got to be praying to the Lord for mercy every day. All right, so you be exempt from this, man. All right, and even then, hey, it could be the Lord's will that you be taken, man. Even if you in the truth, because it's that verse that the Lord takes a righteous man away to preserve him from the evils to come. All right, so that could be your case. The Lord could do that. He'll take your life just to spare you from the evils to come, man. All right, but the Lord mostly he has judgments like this prepared for the wicked. All right, Greece battles wildfire in coastal town near capital. Greek firefighters on Thursday battled a wildfire that burned residences and all the houses near the coastal town of Pelaya Fokaya, 40 kilometers, 25 miles south of Athens, forcing people to flee. And Esau got those 15-minute city plans. All right, this shit could all be planned out just for them to get that. Just for them to get those plans going. All right, don't forget this double guy. You got DEWs. All right, you got HAARP. Right, they can manipulate the weather, cause natural disasters. So I would have put him past him to do things like this. All right, and here you got deadly flash floods killed 13 in San Antonio and at least 3 in West Virginia. The flooding arrived in the San Antonio area on Thursday when a record 6.1 inches of rain fell, including about 4 inches that fell in a single hour early Thursday morning, according to the National Weather Service. And it was 13 people, and they always, is when these things happen, there's always like a preliminary, like the first few numbers, but then as the days go on, as the days go by, they get like a final figure. Like those 13 people had no idea, 16 people there at the time of that article, they had no idea this was gonna happen, man. And this happened on the 15th. All right, but I've been reporting on floods and landslides caused by floods, like I think almost 2 years now. All right, the Lord has been increasing these specific types of events. All right, flash floods, flooding. How you been? He's been increasing this lately, man. And here you got, all right, 6 dead, thousands displaced as floods hit southwestern China. All right, this was this is recent, so it could be way more than six. Once they get that final number. At least 6 people have died, and more than 80,000 people were evacuated from their homes after floods inundated China's Guizhou province. State media reported as a tropical depression made landfall in the island province. State broadcaster CCTV reported on Thursday that exceptionally large floods had swept through Guizhou's Rongjiang County since Tuesday. It is mostly Moab, but you do have some Jake among Moab. All right, you do have some Israelites among Moab because Israel is scattered to all four corners of the earth. All right, but there's some Jake in there, man. All right, and the Lord probably, bought this judgment mostly against Jake, and Moab was just collateral damage. All right, here you got tragedy in Antioquia, 8 killed and 5 injured by an avalanche between Medellin and Bello. At least 8 people killed and 5 injured left on Tuesday. An avalanche caused by a strong downpour in Bello, which is part of the metropolitan area of Medellin in the department of Antioquia, northwest, the mayor's office reported. The downpour, which began on Monday night, particularly affected the sectors of Granizada and El Pinal, where a torrent of water and mud came down from the mountains. They only know about 8 people so far. That could be more than that, man. It could be double that number, triple. And these people are just living here carelessly in these hills, man, and these hills are in a flood zone, man. All right, they're in a landslide zone. The avalanche, that was a landslide. I mean, it's a bad translation. All right, so those people got taken out. All right, Psalms 11 verse 6. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, and a horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup. That was a tempest, a strong wind causing rain, like that caused these uh these heavy rains, causing these landslides. Right, and flooding, is almost always followed by landslides. Many cases, all those cases I made videos on. So the Lord's going to keep bringing this particular kind of judgment, which may seem like a natural disaster. Okay, but you got to remember also Esau. He got technology to exacerbate and bring rainfall to places that barely gets any, and then and in places that are getting rainfall, he has that technology to make it even worse than what it could be. So you can't put it past this devil to do things like this. All right, because we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope the video was edifying. Shalom.